What can you say about this shit? This pathetic, man. New friend, same pathetic weakness. You know, you should always pay attention to the villains, man. I heard Brother Panic say that shit, and I'm telling you, always pay attention to the villains. I ain't got a whole lot of books for you, but I could take it to some books if you want to take it to some books. But always pay attention to the villains, man. They drop some real truth on you from real shit. They really do. So pay attention to the villains, man. Always pay attention to the bad guys. They, man, see, in movies and shit, you're conditioned to not fuck with the bad guy. You're conditioned to not like the bad guy. So when he tells you something true, when he says some real shit, you just, you don't really pay attention to him, or you feel like that's not the shit to do because obviously it turned this dude crazy. That might have been what made him crazy or whatever. So you don't really want to fuck with the bad guy, but pay attention to that nigga. So set the scene real quick. In the avalanche scene of Sonic 2, Tails, Sonic and Knuckles was locked into like they little conversation or whatever else, and then Knuckles gets hemmed up. Sonic has the compass. He tries to throw the compass to Tails. Dr. Robotnik slides in the way. Oh, thank you. Got it. Boom. So he intercepts the pass, right? Snatches the compass, dips. Knuckles breaks free, jumps up there with Dr. Robotnik. Knuckles hollers, I don't understand. Why did he choose to help the fox instead of pursuing the compass? And Dr. Robotnik's like, nigga, new friend, same pathetic weakness. Man, I've been locked on that shit for like a week, bro. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Look, peep the shirt. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Because no matter who you choose, you may be good with motherfucking Liu Kang. My bad. That's motherfucking Kano. You may be good with Kano or Johnny Cage. You see what I'm saying? But you still a fucking video game character. You're still playing a video game. New friend, same pathetic weakness. They think they the shit as motherfucking Sub-Zero. They playing Sub-Zero this lifetime. This whatever you want to call it. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Dog, we can take this shit everywhere, anywhere. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Dude, I got all this astrology shit. All you need is your birthday, like I said. Niggas don't even know they natal charts. You know what I'm saying? New friend, same pathetic weakness. A nigga can tell you, oh, he's born in March, so that makes him a Pisces if it's early March. Late March makes him an Aries. They can tell you that shit. I'm an Aries, I'm a Pisces, I'm an Aquarius, I'm a Capricorn, I'm a Sagittarius. You feel me? So forth and so on. They can do that shit. I'm a Scorpio, I'm a Libra, I'm a fucking Leo, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Leo, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Gemini, I'm a Taurus. They can tell you all that shit, but they don't know what's your moon sign. Well, what was your Mars sign? What's your Venus? New friend, same pathetic weakness. They don't go deep enough. Dr. Robotnik was even telling Smith or Stone or whatever the fuck. Nah, Stone was on the Mushroom World. Whatever the fuck his little barista assistant, that dude, when they was in the shop and they sending the message, again, the scene, they in the shop and they're texting Sonic faking to be the white dude, whatever the fuck his name is. But they texting Sonic and they like, but Knuckles is reading every word. At the house, chilling, at the crib, about to roll a blunt, ... Knuckles is doing all that shit, right? So he tells the nigga, he's like, dog, why are we even fucking with him? You know what I mean? Again, I'm paraphrasing and whatever else. This is obviously not what the fuck they said in the movie, but who gives a shit? I'm a nigga and this is what niggas do. So he's like, dude, why the fuck are we fucking with dude back there? He's an imbecile. He's dumb as shit. Like, why are we dealing with him? Dr. Robotnik's like, hey man, he's the key to something powerful. Think big, Stone. And he's like, oh, he's like, no, bigger, Stone. Dude's the key to unlocking this and that and whoop and making my wildest dreams and me combining with the darkest forces in the universe and you know what I'm saying? He's ready to bust a nut. But he goes in, he's like, think super huge like that. No, Stone, big as shit. And Smith or whatever the fuck his name is like, oh, I get it. He's like, yeah, well, it's been on my vision board for years. This is what the villain said. Like I just told you, pay attention to the bad guy. He said, oh, it's been on my vision board for years. Have you not, the law of attraction, have you not watched The Secret? Now, I don't know if he's talking about this secret, but Manly P. Hall, The Secret Teaching of All Ages. Man, you see how fucking dope that is? And again, let me, I hope you can, you know what I'm saying, you got the focus or whatever else. My lights ain't too bright or whatever, but you see that ice ring? Nigga, you see that ring of ice on this flat earth model with the tree in the middle? But flat earth, it's fucking flat, ring of ice all the way around it, Antarctica. And I believe this is like the Norse model again. Brother Panic was he just put out a video about his 2022 book list and whatever else. And nigga, I just so happen to have this book. So he was just talking about how this was one of the Norse models of the universe. Like Midgard, Asgard, all of that type of shit. Thor, Odin, the Viking type deal. But again, point being, the motherfucker is flat with a ring of ice all the way around it. And we do know the Vikings sailed like a motherfucker. They was out there on the oceans like a motherfucker. So you can say whatever you want to say as far as is it flat, round, whatever. But my nigga, you also see that dome over top of that shit. Oh, dropped a big heavy ass book. Boom. But you see the dome, right? Alright, I don't get into all that symbolism. But again, nigga, new friend, same pathetic weakness. Even the law of attraction or the law of correspondence, whatever the fuck. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Caught up in fucking labels. You are who you think you are. You see what I'm saying? You think you know me, but you don't know shit about me. Because you don't know shit about you. Oh, man. So let's take it to another book. But again, I'm just sharing this shit with you. I just wanted to hit you niggas with that, man. We're going to talk about these books for real. But new friend, same pathetic weakness. They don't go deep enough. Or they too fucking soft. And that's really all it boils down to. Either you're too emotionally soft, too logically soft. You're not willing to do the fucking research. See, when people do what they want to do, I'm a firm believer in that. You do what the fuck you want to do. Period. When the pain becomes strong enough, you figure out how to solve that problem. You see what I'm saying? When the pain becomes strong enough, when you've had it enough, when you need a roof over your head, okay? I'm gonna do this and do that. Or again, you ain't got people to call on. Other people can make loans. Other people got friends. Other people got family like that. You don't. Your mom died. You know what I mean? Again, dog, it's like different strokes for so many different folks. You feel me? And that's, again, you determine what that weakness is, but I'm telling you, new friend, because this is why I ain't want to put on the mask and go too fucking hard on you niggas, man. Because it is a friend, someone you warm up to. New friend, and it's sad, dog. It's sad. Made me want to take a drink, like, be glad when you wake the fuck up, or you just gonna have to go through what the fuck you go through until you finally fucking get it. Because you definitely can't cheat life, nigga. I cannot help you fast forward through this game until you are ready to move forward. You know what I'm saying? New friend, same pathetic weakness, bro. They not ready to skip levels. You know what I'm saying? They not even if you was to give a nigga the cheat code, they wouldn't know the right time to use it. You see what I'm saying? Even if you show a nigga the path to take a shortcut, they wouldn't know what to do once they got on the other side. You see what I'm saying? You got to learn these levels. You got to learn certain skills and shit, right? I play a game, Afro Samurai, on the PlayStation 3. I remember this shit vividly back in the day. I played Afro Samurai, but there was one skill I didn't, like, I got through the entire fucking game and never really had to do this. It was some type of deflecting. But I never had to deflect or parry in that way. And I was able to smash the entire fucking game, and I get to the very last boss. The very last boss. And I'll be the excuse me, the drink. And I'll be damned if I cannot beat the fucking boss. So I've never beat the fucking game, all because it was this one skill that now you gotta be fucking good at it. Even lightweight dope with it. But you gotta be fucking good at it. And me, I forgot all about it. Like 4 fucking chapters ago. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't need it. It was like, I could just easily dodge and do. You know what I'm saying? Or my fucking offense is so fucking cold. I don't really need that defense like that. And I'll be damned, and that's the only way you can beat dude. It's like when he throws his whatever, you have to deflect it in that manner or parry in that way. And that's what stuns him. And then you can do all the other shit, but that's the only way to stun the nigga. Son of a bitch. But somebody must have known that you can go the whole game and never have to learn this shit. And then that'll be what the fuck fucked you up. So you get my point here, man. Like, it's just steps. You can't cheat in life. You know what I'm saying? And again, that was just on me. I got so many other games. It was like, why the fuck should I keep playing that game? Oh, well. It was good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I could have learned the skill and whatever. I was okay at it. But point being, it was that one thing that blocked you, dog. So, new friend, same pathetic weakness. You know what I'm saying? New game, same pathetic weakness. Period. Like I said, I meet these cats at work, just wherever, man. But I meet cats at work a lot. New friend, same pathetic weakness. And it may come down to this, it may come down to that. It's different strokes for different folks, like I said. But new friend, same pathetic weakness. They don't go as hard as they say they go. You know what I'm saying? When I'll say certain shit like, well, you know, for my kids, I said I'll do anything. Anything. You know what I'm saying? My new phrase, or what I say a lot at work, you know, I try to tell niggas is this, you know, it's just business. Everything's personal. Not everybody has a side hustle. Not everybody got other shit going on. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. I do. It's one of the few things I do. But point being, not everybody has a side hustle. But your normal 9 to 5 is usually the main source, your main breadwinner. Excuse me. Your main source of income. So that matters the most to most people. And your main source of income, that's how you pay your bills. That's how you know what I'm saying, put gas in your car. That's how you enjoy life. That's how you do all the personal things you want to do. So when you're at work or when you're working in whatever capacity, it's business. Everything is personal, everything about it. How well you do your job, how quickly you learn your job. You see what I'm saying? No matter what, you're in this place to get hired on. You came here to collect a check each week. So even if it's you need to know and be able to do the bare minimum to collect a check each week, that's what it's for. What are you willing to do to collect a check each week? Period. And you can look at this in any type of relationship. Again, when it comes to other people. Rule book of arguments. I'm sorry, playing with fucking notes. But a rule book for arguments. You feel me? New friends, same pathetic weakness. They don't know how to argue. Or the factors, the facts that convinced you might not necessarily be the facts that will convince me. New friend, same pathetic weakness. But you niggas ain't, a lot of these niggas, not necessarily you, but a lot of these niggas don't even comprehend that. It's not, you're not arguing with yourself. You're not proving it to you, nigga, because you're the one that already believes it. You gotta prove it to me. And if the factors that matter to you don't matter to me, you can't fucking get mad at me because you have nothing else to stand on. There's nothing else you can say. Or you haven't realized that I'm the one that you have to convince. You gotta convince me, not the other way around. See what I'm saying? New friend, same pathetic weakness. Even when we look at Sonic 2 in the sense of what the fuck, how the fuck it played out with Sonic and Tails and whatever else. You know what I'm talking about? Tails, this nigga got a butt helicopter. You feel me? He can make a helicopter with his ass. He got all these gadgets and this and that and whatever the fuck else. But point being, he couldn't help himself. New friend sympathetic weakness. You see what I'm saying? Even Sonic, new friend, sympathetic weakness. Like dude was saying. I mean, dude, what's more important? This compass or this dude here? Obviously, he chose tail. So I can't even be mad at Dr. Robotnik again, as you'll find out in this other book, The Way of the Wizard. Man, that shit ain't got nothing to do with, you're an outsider looking in all situations at all time. Your soul is an outsider looking in. Excuse me. Dreams in the Underworld by James Hillman over here. You know what I'm saying? I talked about that book a little bit back in one of my videos, not too far back. But Dreams in the Underworld. Everywhere else in life, the underworld, sleeping, the dreams has always been linked into the underworld. So sleeping in the dream world has always been linked to the underworld. And the underworld has always been linked to what? Death. Again, Osiris is Lord of the underworld, God of the underworld, the dead God. But anyways, and there's so many other things and correlations. Again, Hades, you see what I'm saying? Cthulhu. But all these niggas, you know what I'm saying, that are lords of the underworld and whatever else, it's all this dark, sinister shit. But sleep has always been associated with that shit as well. So you can't really take sleep into the day world. So the shit that you dream about, these guys and goddesses, I have another book, Dreaming the Divine by Cunningham. These gods and goddesses and shit, they can take the forms of many different things, including people that you know. Period. And we all know, it's been commonly accepted, shall I say, that who you are in your dream is not who the fuck you are walking around in daylight, nigga. So who you are dreaming is a totally different nigga than who you are now. So, new friend, same pathetic weakness, dog. Like I said, even if we take it to the astrology, they only know one thing about themselves. So when I get a nigga's birthday and I look up this and I look up that and I got a natal chart and whatever, like I said on my last fucking video, and now I know everything about a nigga, and they'll be like, well, damn, how do you know me so well? Or damn, dog, that's just like me, or damn, that's exactly what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because you observe them and you see them in real life. If this was, let's just say, well, this is a bougie nigga or whatever else, where this is whoop 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 and this is da 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 and you do this and you do that. You know what I mean? If this is a street nigga where you do this, you do that. If this is like, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, a young guy versus an older guy versus a middle-aged guy, you would talk to him in different ways. Point being, again, meeting people on their level, rule book of arguments, but new friend, same pathetic weakness. All right, let me break this motherfucker out real quick. The Way of the Wizard. I ain't gonna keep you too much longer. And I say that shit and I'll keep talking. Lesson 4. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Lesson 4. It starts off with this parable. Who am I? Is the only question worth asking and the only one never answered. Who am I? Is the only question worth asking and the only one never answered. It is your destiny to play an infinity of roles, but these roles are not yourself, aka they do not define you. It is your destiny to play an infinity of roles, but these roles are not you. The spirit is non-local, but it leaves behind a fingerprint, which we call the body. The spirit is non-local. So, let's start with the first one. Who am I? So first and foremost, man, you determine who you are. Or your feelings do. Either way, this is where you get the left brain and the right brain to come together and the balance down the middle. You feel how you feel, bro. You feel how you feel, sis. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You like what you like, and you cannot help that. Whether you want to say it's your DNA, it's your spirit, it's your car, it's your body, it's your soul, whatever the fuck it is, dude. You feel how you feel about certain shit. Period. And again, the rule book for arguments. You cannot straddle the line. You have to say, I do or I don't. It is what it is. Even with computers, man, there's the I and the O. It's either on or off. That's it. That's binary language. A 1 or a 0. Period. and there's 8 bits, right? Or this is how they get into like 16 bit, 64 bit, so forth and so on. But just with the regular 8-bit code, you feel me? With the regular 8-bit code, the first bit obviously represents a 0, and if you put a 1 there, then it's a 1, right? The next bit represents, because 1 plus 1 is 2. So the first bit, which is, first 8 bits, right? And the first slot, that 1 is a 1. The next slot is 2. The next slot is 4. The next slot is 8. The next slot is 16. And then, you go out until 64 bits. So point being, if you put a 1 in each one of those, then it's 1 plus 2 plus whatever. If it's 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 8 bits and whatever else, then that's just a 2. But this is how so forth and so on. This is how you get the numbers. I'm just saying, man, I can go get the fucking book. I'm not trying to explain binary code to you. I think I know in a bit in the way I was, but I be running off on shit. My bad. But point is, nigga, I know this shit. I went to school for this shit. You see what I'm saying? But that is the point. It's either on or off. Period. No matter what, you either on or off. You can't straddle the fence. You either on or off. You either with it or you not. And you feel however the fuck you feel. Period. So, new friend, same pathetic weakness. And how I like to look at it, again, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer. We're gonna get back to this book. But it's a live and let live mentality. Nigga. The live and let live. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Sometimes I look at it like me, I rock my jewelry and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got on no bracelets and shit right now. I just got my chain on. So, but, you know what I'm saying? Most time when I'm out in public, whatever else, I got big jewelry and whatever. I might have a watch or something on, some rings or something. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, right? But that's what I do. It's, again, like back to tribal science. It shows like what culture and what I believe in, what I subscribe to. And again, the way I talk, the words I use, whether I'm, talking in a low tone like this or that, or I'm excited and my shit is up and, I'm really in it because I got this higher pitch to my voice. Or if I'm like, kind of dragging, or if I'm sleeping and whatever else, I'm just not waking up, I'm not really getting you a whole lot of energy and shit, then, you would know the difference between that kind of shit. But, okay, see how I just did that right there? So, let me get back to the book real quick, because I know I'll be jumping around. But let me get back to the book real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Let me just read it to you. Wizards and their kind have often been content to remain nameless and placeless. By the time you are 30, shit is highlighted. Okay. Okay, let me step back a little bit. In mortal life, what limits us first and last are names, labels, and definitions. New friend, same pathetic weakness. The name, label, and definition is what limits you, dog. Limits you. Let me skip back to lesson 3 real quick. It's what fucking limits you. Okay, no, you know what? Yeah, let me not keep jumping around too much and just stay on this. I'm about to finish it on that. My bad. So, it's what limits you, man. Having a name is useful. It lets you know which birth certificate is yours, but it quickly turns into a limitation. Your name is a label. It defines you as having been born at such and such time and place to a certain set of parents. After a few years, your name defines you as going to such and such a school and so on and so forth. Okay, by the time you are 30, your identity is hemmed in a box of words. These facts may not be inaccurate. That may be your name. That may be who you are. That may be what school you went to. That may be the parents you're born to. They're not inaccurate. These facts are true, but they are misleading. They trap an unconditioned spirit inside conditions. New friend, same pathetic weakness. And Tails told you that shit because he said back on his home planet, everybody joked on him and fucked with him because he had 2 tails. But I'm willing to bet it's that nigga's 2 tails is the reason why he can fucking fly like that. And everybody else probably was hating and shit because they got 1 fucking tail and they can't fly like that. Maybe they got 3 tails. And he only has 2. So here's the weirdo. Because everybody else has 3 and they can fly like dumb fast and maneuver or some shit. And he only has 2. See, I didn't think about that. Maybe I was being unfair to the nigga. You see what I'm saying? That's a wizard for you. Anyway, I'll revisit that thought on my own time later. Right now, we're on your time. So, point being, Tails told you that in his home planet or whatever the fuck, he felt like an outcast or a weirdo and whatever else. He didn't feel like a fucking hero. And Sonic, that's how Sonic ended up becoming his hero, because even though he was different, he still did amazing things or whatever the fuck, right? Instead of becoming a hero himself, he found the hero outside of him. You see what I'm saying? And went to go find that nigga externally. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Period. Period. Dr. Robotnik knew that. Dr. Robotnik possessed the emerald himself and became a god himself. If when Sonic did it, he was in his god body and turned gold, then how come when, it's the same concept I feel for Dr. Robotnik. When he did it, he got in his god body and turned green. You see what I'm saying? Either way, the good or the bad, both these niggas went into god mode. Anywho, new friend, same pathetic weakness. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually ties into this, and I'm going to leave it there, man, and leave you alone. But that really ties into this. Like I said, new friend, same pathetic weakness. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to say what's good or what's bad. I don't give a shit. What is to be is going to be. What is meant to be is meant to be. If it's God's divine plan, then it's God's divine plan. If it so happen to be some random nigga that gets shot walking into Kroger's, or if it so happens to be my mother, my brother, sister, cousin, auntie, daughter, so be it. It'll affect me differently, obviously, but so be it. It must have been God's plan. See, you can't start to shake and shiver once shit doesn't go your way or however it is. That's why I say, again, new friends, same pathetic weakness. It doesn't matter if they're a church going, Bible thumping ass nigga. If you ain't trying to learn that shit so well that you have your own personal connection with the Lord, and you can just read the Bible yourself. You don't have to go to church. You just like going to church because it's become a habit, a ritual on Sundays. Then that's cool. I understand that, or you got your mind right. But if I gotta do this and this is, you know what I'm saying? You know the difference between niggas who have their mind right and they do this shit because they want to, because they think it's cool, because it's shit they used to and whatever else, and they know it. I know it's just shit I'm used to, because this is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, me and lifting weights or whatever. It's just shit I'm used to doing. My father used to lift weights. I remember as a kid, vividly remember sitting. He used to put his knees up on the what's it called, man, and he would put a belt around his bench, and with his knees up, he put a belt around the bench. Yeah, you peep my sandals. Fuck y'all. I'm motherfucking OG mode, nigga. I'm on granddaddy mode. But my father would put his knees up, put his legs up on the bench, and tie a belt and strap a belt to his legs. He's in the 70s, man. It's real old school shit. We talking about back in the 80s and the early 90s. But he would put his feet up on the bench, strap a belt around his legs and the bench to hold his legs down. And me and my sister would sit on his legs, and he would do, it felt like a million fucking sit-ups and crunches or whatever the fuck, but he would do sit-ups and shit. And because he moved, we would always be rocking, and it was like, whoa, as a kid, like, whoa. I'm just saying, see, bro, it's easy to slip into fucking go mode, but that's a vivid memory of mine or whatever. So I just always have been around weightlifting and exercising and shit. So it's just something I always did, and I was on some teams and shit in high school. So point being, it's just, like habit for me, like ritual for me. You know what I'm saying? I do it because it's just like how some niggas like playing the PlayStation, and it becomes like a habit to them. They come home, they get their system and whatever the fuck going, and it is what it is. My bad, I got shit flying around. I had to make sure it wasn't nothing venomous, shall I say. But we got shit flying around. Anyways, point being, I guess it's been a bit much. So, anywho, I'm just saying, man, new friend, same pathetic weakness. It doesn't matter if you trying to be bad or if you on the good or whatever the fuck, but just be the best nigga that you could be. You know what I'm saying? Be the best person that you could be. You feel how you feel, and nobody can change that, and you shouldn't have to waver that for anybody at all. You know what I'm saying? Even Knuckles, dude. Even Knuckles, like I said in the movie. Can I quote? Hold on, where's my other book? And I quote, finish with this shit. I can't not say this shit, right? We still on some Sonic 2. So, even in the end, again, Knuckles was the one that said, I don't understand. He said, new friend, same pathetic weakness. Then he explained it later on. Love don't pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? Love is an intangible. It's a feeling. It's not you buying something. It's not you giving a nigga a hug. It's a feeling. You have to inspire that feeling in somebody else, not in you. So the things, the factors that you think, like I said, Rule Book of Arguments, the factors or the facts that you think somebody should fall in love for might not necessarily stir the same emotions, the same feelings inside another person. Period. New friend, same pathetic weakness. They too self-centered. They only thinking about them. They're only thinking about them. Even again, when it comes to your purpose, you should start a business. One of my co-workers, he always says this shit when people talk about wanting money or wanting to get money, and he be like, what's in your portfolio? What type of shit are you doing? Do you fuck with stocks and bonds? Do you do this and that? There's all kind of ways to get money. Period. If you serious about it, just like how these motherfuckers go back to school. Like when it comes to relationships, if you stuck with me this long, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I love you niggas. But just like these niggas that go back to school, when it comes to relationships, I'll be like, well, my nigga, if you can go back to school and you go to a teacher or somebody that can teach you shit that you clearly don't know, how come when it comes to another person, if you really wanted to know, if you wanted to learn them, just like you want to get that degree, you want to get this person, you want to get that booty, you want to get that pussy, you want to get that D, what the fuck? Then there's some shit you might want to learn. There's some courses or some classes you might want to take. Again, it's not about you. Or yeah, in a way it is, because you need to know you and what you dealing with so that you know what's compatible for you. What the fuck? So then you can stop playing with other people or trying to change them into something that's compatible for you, when truly the main thing you can only really do is change yourself into something that's compatible for them. Now, is that easy to do? Is it just minor alterations that you have to make? Or is it like major changes in your life that you would have to make? And what are you willing to sacrifice? Again, new friend, same pathetic fucking weakness. What are you willing to sacrifice? It's weak. See, sacrifice is not something easy to do. Period. That's what fasting is truly all about. It's about emotion. It's not something easy to do. It's not supposed to be easy. My father would always tell me, especially about lifting weights, my father would always say, if it was easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, all these niggas would be walking around with big fucking muscles. Every nigga would be chinging. If it was easy, but it ain't. That's why we know who's actually doing this shit. Who's harder than hard? You feel me? Buys and tries. And Popeyes. This is how the fuck you know who's doing it. Who's really in it and who ain't. You feel me? It's about the work that's put in when ain't nobody looking. New friend. Same pathetic weakness. It's pathetic, for real, for real. And I don't mind saying it. OZ the Wizard, man. Holler at me and we can talk about it. Oh, no. My bad. Like I said, I had the book for you. That was my fault. Let me share some more with you real quick. Really quick. I ain't even mean to do you like that. But, alright. These facts may not be inaccurate, but they are misleading. They trap an unconditioned spirit inside conditions. Many of these limitations seem to pertain to you when in fact they only pertain to your body, and you are far more than your body. So, again, choose your fighter, nigga. Choose your fighter. You got far more. Let me pull this down a little bit, nigga. You got far more than your body. See, no matter who I choose, nigga, I'm the mind behind the machine. I'm the master behind the machine. No matter who I choose, nigga, this is dope. I just so happen to throw this shirt on. But new friend, same pathetic weakness. You feel me? They didn't study the moves. If I'm gonna be Scorpion today, nigga, then I'm get over here. If I'm gonna be Raiden, nigga, then I got that quick fire, hit you in your guts. You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna be Kano, I got that fucking beam, I believe. Motherfucking Johnny Cage, nigga. Every nigga know he do the split, bam, to right to your nuts, nigga. I hit you where it hurts immediately. You see what I'm saying? But I can do the splits. So it's like, boom, I drop to my nuts and it don't hurt me, bam. But it hurts you, fuck out, when I punch you in yours. But everybody know he got that shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Sonya Blade, I think she got the energy bands that she shooting. Again, Sub-Zero, freeze a nigga in place. I know the moves. Choose your fighter. Choose who the fuck you gonna be today. Period. Or choose who you need to be today. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Period. And I say today because it happens on a day-to-day basis. You see what I'm saying? Me and one of the OGs at work, we just had this conversation, and I was like, nigga, see, some days you gotta play good cop, some days you gotta play bad cop. But let us never forget. Don't ever forget. Never forget that shit, man. Real talk. Good cop, bad cop. Either way, the nigga is still a cop. Doesn't matter. I might be nurturing. I might be hard ass. You feel me? It may be soft and sweet. It may be tough. Either way, it's love. Let us not forget, it's still love. I'm still trying to show you love. Regardless of how it's coming about or how you taking it, the point here is, I'm trying to show you love. You see what I'm saying? New friend, same pathetic weakness. They don't go deep enough, or they lose sight. They lose sight. Like on some Sagittarius shit. They'll shoot, hit the target, boom. That's exactly what we should do. It was a perfect hit. Well, now we got to go pick it up because it was shot way over there. Now we got to go get it. But on your way to go get it, you see something else that looks good, and you want to shoot at that and go pick that up. And now we headed over there to go get that shit. But you forgot to go get this shit first. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, again, new friend, same pathetic weakness, man. Holla at me. Oh. Man, you got to get this fucking book. And we can ready to talk about it. I'm probably getting ready to double it up, step outside, because I think it feels great outside. I'm getting ready, you know what I'm talking about? Try to crank out another one for you, because, nigga, we on the move. Many of these limitations seem to pertain to you when, in fact, they only pertain to your body, and you are far more than your body. New friend, same pathetic weakness. You are the mind, period. The thing inside you that is thinking, that says, I'm me, or I'm this, or I'm that, whatever, you're just talking about your body, but it's the thing that's thinking. That's what the fuck you are. That's who the fuck you are. Your body is nothing. Like I said, these niggas win Emmys, Oscars, get all kind of money. You see this shit every day on TV, every day on the news. Any nigga, they're playing a role. They're playing a role. Even the anchorman, even whoever the fuck, they're playing a role. Every person you see on TV, every commercial, they're playing a role, and they get paid good money to do so, to do some shit they wouldn't normally do, to act in the way they don't normally act, they don't normally believe. You see what I'm saying? So even when you're going to work, or when you're doing whatever you got to do, like I said, on a day-to-day basis, when you wake up and say, okay, I got to get this shit done, or I got to do what I got to whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got to play butler today, I got to play maid today, I got to play chef today. Whatever the fuck role you got to play, own that shit. Win an Oscar, win an Emmy, but go in. Again, like I said, for me, when I'm at work, I'm like, dog, I said whatever it takes. I will do anything for my kids. So if that means sweeping, if that means pushing these buttons, if that means cranking this wrench on this fucking machine, again, I'm an engineer, you know what I'm talking about? Whatever the fuck I got to do. But if I got to step in and play a production role, I'll do that. If I got to step in and you know, play a sanitation role, I'll do that. If cleaning this machine and wiping the crud and greasing shit off of it or whatever means this shit's gonna run better and more efficiently, which means I don't have to come out here as often as I would normally do if the shit was dirty, and the ball bearings and shit was getting crud and whatever in them. So now I gotta replace this flange and do this and do that more often than I normally would. And I'm gonna take the extra time to clean this shit. I'll do whatever it takes to sustain a better life. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever it is. Again, Dr. Robotnik was not wrong. That shit is hard. Pay attention to them niggas. Do whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? New friend, same pathetic weakness. He wasn't willing to do whatever it takes to pursue greatness. Dr. Robotnik was, and he did it first. And again, I'm just being honest. Like I said, if Sonic was in his god body when he took that gem and emerald into him, then that means Dr. Robotnik was a motherfucking god for a second too. Optimus Prime or Megatron, it don't fucking matter. They're the best. Be the best. New friend, same pathetic weakness. They ain't trying to be the best. They ain't really trying to live. You know what I'm saying? Or they're not alive, depending on how you look at it. So it's just nuts. But it's just page 39 real quick. And step on over it one time, alright? Stepping out of role-playing is a tricky business. Yet you cannot enter the wizard's world if you define yourself through the roles you play. Stepping out of role-playing is a tricky business. Yet you cannot enter the wizard's world if you define yourself through the roles you play. So what is the experience of being entirely free from roles? It's actually quite simple. When you wake up in the morning, there's an instant before you start thinking about your day. A moment of just feeling awake without any particular thought on your mind. You are just yourself in a simple state of awareness. See, back to like you said, nigga, it's the names and whatever else. Because you call yourself who the fuck you call yourself. Because I call myself OZ when I go to work and they say this name. See, it's really dope how they talk about names and titles and whatever else. Because like throughout my life, it's like every time I get into a new phase of life, I get a new name, so to speak, right? When early in life, because I'm the third, you know, I'm the third, right? So a lot of people would call me Trey, like 3 in Spanish, Tres. So I would go by Trey. So I knew a lot of people, if you call me this name, then you knew me growing up, from a growing up angle. You knew my childhood, or you knew somebody that knew me from childhood. Other times, again, my government name. Well, that's only said in official places, like at school. So if somebody would say my government name, I know you knew me from school. Once I got out in the real world and I started getting jobs and whatever else, you know, and all of that type of shit, well, again, in comes OZ. So some places it's OZ, Oz, and I just, you know, Oz. Other places, Ozzy. They would call me Ozzy because it would be my name badge, Ozzy. Another place, I could only fit OZZ on my joint, so I had OZZ, Oz. So everybody was calling me OZ or Oz. Either way, you see what I'm saying? So it was like, if you called me a certain name, I knew you knew me from a certain place or a certain time in my life. Even now, it's kind of back to like my government name, and it's weird as shit, but it's the only place, like I told him, in so many years, it's the only place where, because I have such a common name, like, how about this? My son's name is Louis, so it's such a common name. Imagine if everywhere you went, there was always a Lou, a Louis, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? There's all these different names, you know what I'm saying? So basically, you just, you know, you have to come up with your own name to identify yourself from the other Lou, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it'd be shit like that. So that's how I would know, you know, where you knew me from. But again, that doesn't define me. Me and my sister, we got a major issue with each other right now because of the same type of shit. She's like, I know you, I grew up. And I'm like, okay, well, how many times I take a shit yesterday? And she's, well, what did you do? I'm like, I'm just, because that's the point, nigga. You don't know me like you think you knew me, or you knew the fucking 16, 17, 18-year-old. You might have knew the 20-year-old me, or even the 25-year-old me. Nigga, you might have knew the 30 seconds ago me. Nigga, the 2 hours ago me, nigga. But in 2 hours, I could have transformed into an entirely different nigga. That's the whole fucking point. I'm on some wizardly shit. I'm not on some humanly shit. I'm just not anymore. But that's the whole point, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the moment, in the here and now. This is what I'm on right here and now. And I know it kind of sucks, you know what I'm saying? It could be unstable or dependable, whatever the fuck else. But such is life. Again, you niggas don't go deep enough. You feel me? New friend, same pathetic fucking weakness. These molecules, again, I can take it so many books, punk science. But we all know the shit you break down in the elements, which is X amount of air, X amount of water, X amount of dirt, and X amount of fire inside your body. Yes, the electricity that they talk about, the nerves and how the shit fires and your brain fires up all these signals and this and that. Well, that's fire inside your fucking body. Electricity, that's what the fuck it is. Your fucking heartbeat. So, anyways, again, man, that's just for layman's and whatever else. Allow me to light this motherfucker real quick. But anyways, point being, your shit breaks down into elements. Well, they broke that down even more. It breaks down into fucking atoms, and these atoms are always moving, and this and that. And man, like it says in this freaking book, the science, when you get into quantum physics and the quantums and shit and whatnot, right? Well, the atoms on a molecular level are so fucking far apart, the distance could be compared from like the Earth to the sun. That's how far the atoms are apart from each other. Yet, they form such a cohesive whatever the fuck that you think this shit is solid. You see what I'm saying? When I squeeze, it's like it's you see what I mean? It's doing shit and affecting shit. So this is solid, but the atoms on a molecular level are as far apart from each other as the Earth is from the sun. See what I mean? So I'm just saying, even on molecular level, the shit's always moving. So another fucking video we got to talk about, I got to do. Fuck here and now. Fuck that shit. There's no such thing as here and now. It's all about the future. So, alright, man. But like I said, that's a whole nother tangent. The roles you play. You may find this hard to believe, but the thoughts in your head don't belong to you. They belong to your name, to the roles you have slipped into. If you are a woman thinking about her child, how he is doing in school, what to make for him for dinner, and so on, you are not having these thoughts. Mother is. If in my medical practice I go around thinking about diagnosis, prescriptions, and so on, doctor is having those thoughts. Mother and doctor are useful roles, of course, but they come to an end. And one day each of us is faced with the riddle, who am I? Which never got answered, no matter how well we played our roles. New friend, same pathetic weakness. That nigga's locked into a role. Locked into a role. And then, man, thank you for sticking with me this long, but we gotta come back to this shit. The hard facts of Grimm's fairy tales. If the nigga's locked into a role, well, what role does he think he's playing in this quote-unquote fairy tale of life? Because a lot of these niggas are fucking kids, grown-ass boys and girls, so this is a fucking fairy tale. So the hard facts of Grimm's fucking fairy tales, even though, again, it's like, well, who niggas ain't writing fairy tales? I don't watch kid movies. Why the fuck would I want to read a book about that? Because niggas is doing this stupid shit in real fucking life. I'm sorry, let me calm down. I done started smoking again. My drink is about almost gone. And I ain't trying to put that mask on and talk hella shit and pull out my knife and everything and start waving my big ass machete around, because you niggas got me fucked up. New friend, same pathetic weakness. Like I said, the roles. It has the section for heroes, the section for villains, getting even. I got plenty of shit highlighted, dog. This is not a game for some of us. Taming the beast. Villains. Taming the beast. Right? Kisses and tears, with their power to symbolize passion and compassion, often release a beast from his enchanted condition. But decapitation and other acts of violence can prove equally effective. Problem is, in today's society, that's exactly what the fuck niggas do. See, taming the beast. Kisses and tears, with their power to symbolize passion and compassion. Power. See, again, it's about, I'm a fucking, power. It's about wizard shit, nigga. Power. Anyways, my bad. Often release a beast from his enchanted condition. A beast from his enchanted condition. Let me pull up another book so you niggas know I ain't playing. I'm glad you stuck with me this long. Dun dun dun. Mind Control 101. And let me go to the motherfucking table of contents. Part 2. Let's come on down there. Can you see that shit? Can you? What does that say? Motherfucker. Enchantment in Mind Control 101. New friend. Same pathetic bitch assness. Same pathetic bitch assness. This is what the fuck we should call this. Enchantment, page 170. I got this shit marked for a reason. It was something I was getting ready to say. Covert belief change. I was going to talk to you niggas about covert belief change. See, I be saying at work, I can't change attitude. I can't change work ethic. But that's because I also work behind the 3 intent. The hidden intent and the secret intent. I'm saying this shit, but that's exactly what the fuck I can do. And that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing even by saying that shit. I'm making you think, well, what about my attitude? Can he not change? Or why would he think he could even change my attitude? I'm already in your fucking head, nigga. Ugh. Some of us is on this. Anyways, page 170. Fuck it, you've been rocking, let's rock it. Page motherfucking 170. Enchantment. It's in the book. So, kisses and tears can whatever, but most of the time all you niggas want to do is go straight to the violence part and try to chop a nigga head off. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking mind-blowing in a way. Oh, we got shit highlighted back here. Huh. Enchantment. Highlighted like a motherfucker. Enchantment. In Mind Control 101. Enchantment. And we quote for educational and review purposes and whatever else, right? Enchantment is a term that comes from magic. And in all of my personal experience, that's the author, enchantment is a term that comes from magic, and in all of my personal experience, it seems to be the most powerful and positive form of mind control. New friend. Same pathetic weakness. Enchantment. And again, you trying to go through all this shit. Notice that 170, nigga, we in the back of the fucking book. Ain't but this much left. All this shit we done went through. Enchantment is a term that comes from magic. And in all of my personal experience, it seems to be the most powerful and positive form of mind control. Enchantment is a term that comes from magic. The fuck out of here. Anyways, it is positive because, in my experience, everyone wants to be enchanted. And it is powerful for the same reason. It is the opposite of being cursed. It is the opposite of being cursed. It is positive because, in my experience, everyone wants to be enchanted. And it is powerful for the same reason. It is the opposite of being cursed. Like some of the psychic influences, enchantment requires the operator, the nigga doing the mind control, to a certain degree of work on themselves first. The first nigga you gotta pimp is you. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Before you can start doing this shit to other people, you gotta do it to you first so that you don't lose your fucking mind. All these different roles, you know which role is the most important to you. Of all these things, you know what matters most to you. So everything else can fall in line. You can put everything else in line in order with this, starting at the fucking foundation, the base, the root chakra. Oh my God. So again, you will find that when you are able to create the mental state of enchantment as an operator, the rest is easy. The mental state of enchantment. Now, this is how this book is talking about it. This could also be termed hypnosis. New friend. Same pathetic ass weakness, nigga. They don't know how to hypnotize their goddamn self, but they trying to hypnotize every fucking body else. Again, the rule book of arguments. Argue with your fucking self, nigga, before you come to fucking argue with me. Period. Convince yourself so that you know what the fuck you standing on. So when I start to do my shit, I can't shake you, and then when you get shook, you get mad at me because now I done made you not know what the fuck you was talking about. Or I done made you look like you don't know what the fuck you talking about because you didn't think about it. New friend, same pathetic weakness. They don't go deep enough. They don't go hard enough. They don't go long enough. Whatever you want to call it, man. You figure that shit out. But I'm telling you, Dr. Robotnik hit the nail on the head. Alright. Dog, the first quality of enchantment is not the outcome, but instead a love for the subject. This is not a sexual or romantic attraction, but an intense liking. And again, this is why it says it comes from magic, because in magic it's all about the desire. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And this does not mean, this is where, like I said, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. You can be so mad at somebody that you want to show them that you can be a millionaire. They got you fucked up. How bad you want it? I want it this bad. That's part of the reason going working out. How bad you want to lift that fucking weight? How bad do you want to curl that shit? How bad do you want it? Whatever it is that you want. New friend, same pathetic weakness. How bad did you want it? He wanted to help Tails more than he wanted to help that other shit. New friend, same pathetic weakness, man. I ain't gonna keep rolling on and on and on and on, player. I done got y'all for an hour. You know what I'm saying? It's liking. Dog. This means that regardless of the established relationship between the operator and the subject, the operator feels a deep attraction to the subject. This feeling of attraction/liking causes the operator to completely focus in on the subject in a way that most everyone would enjoy. It creates a compelling feeling of attention within the subject that increases their willingness to follow the operator's suggestions. New friend, same pathetic weakness. And this is exactly what the fuck Dr. Robotnik showed you the entire fucking movie. When he got off the planet, how did he get Knuckles? Oh, well, hold on. A friend of my friend is my enemy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend type shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, I know exactly where he's at, friend. And this and that. When they was running through the temple, he was like, oh, make room for daddy. And Slash threw her like, we didn't got that fucking cool. And again, to the point where at the end, dude, Knuckles is like, Doctor, what happened? I thought you were my friend. And he's your friend, oh, you dirty, rotten, punk ass piece of shit. Let this be my final lesson to you. Where the fuck is my nigga? I wrote that shit down. He said, let this be my final lesson to you. Friends, here you go. Here you go. Friends are open, honest, and vulnerable with each other, which means x squared times the hypotenuse of y squared divided by the absolute value of friendship equals horse, monkey, dog, pig, bullshit, nigga, dookie. That's exactly what the fuck he said, nigga. It don't mean shit. X squared times the hypotenuse of y squared divided by the absolute value of friendship equals dookie. Dookie, nigga, horse, monkey, pig, bullshit. It equals bullshit. Your friendship, I'm telling you again, love is an intangible. It cannot be touched. These feelings cannot be touched, felt, or held. They are feelings. It's a feeling. It's a fucking feeling. Emotional intelligence. You can't alter your feelings. You feel what you want to feel when you want to feel it. Or if you understand what you're feeling, you understand what you're feeling and why you're feeling. You can either choose to continue feeling that feeling or choose to transmute that feeling into something else. That is alchemy. Turning lead into gold. Something that don't feel good, it feels like shit, into something that makes you happy. That's alchemy. Turning lead into gold. This is what the fuck we talking about. On the spiritual level, man. OZ the Wizard. 59 minutes in, dog. I'm out. I done held you niggas up for a whole minute. I like that. Big 60. Holla at me, man. Like, share, subscribe, but don't do none of that shit and keep hiding from your boy. I holla.